والحلقة اللي قبل دي كانت خطيرة 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 جدا، لأن كنا مع طفلة ساجة وأصبح عمرها 13 أو 14 كده، يعني مراهقة، وكانت خلاص عايزة تخرج من البيت أو تسافر في العوالم زي أمها. أمها تركتهم 13 سنة ليها بعيدة. الأم مش عارف حصل لها إيه، ممكن محشورة في إحدى العوالم، ستك، مش قادرة مش عارفة تخرج، مش معروف. والبنت خلاص زهقت من الحبسة في البيت. أبوها حبسها في البيت 13 سنة، وكان عليها إنها تفتح الفتحات بتاعت الأبعاد علشان تستطيع إنها تستطيع أن تستكشف وأيضا تعرف هي مامتها، يعني ممكن تلاقيها. طبعا التشويسز اللي عملتهم كانوا شوية كويس، نص كويس ونص ما عجبونيش جدا. فاللي عايز يلعب اللعبة أرجوكم كونوا محتاطين جدا في اختياراتكم، لأنها جدا بتأثر في اللعبة. أعتقد أن كلما كنت صادق وحريص وعندك الحدس وحريص صادق ومع الحرص، يعني إذا كان شخص غير مؤتمن يا إما اقضي عليه أو اكذب عليه، إذا كان شخص كويس اصدقوا القول. يعني هذا هو رأيي. الآن نصل إلى بوك 5، الكتاب الخامس. أوه، والفصل الثاني عشر، recall.
Zoe, you're awake.
What? Oh, Wonkers, get off me! Ah, oh, what time is it? Wait, where am I?
You're in the hospital, Zoe. In Casablanca. Don't you remember?
No.
You got really sick, and they brought you here to make you better. I've been watching over you. You've been in a coma for a long, long time.
I'm not sure. I'm confused.
You just woke up, Zoe. It must be strange to be awake again. Don't worry. It'll pass. You just need to rest. Go back to sleep now. I'll watch over you.
Wonkers, you don't sound like yourself.
You've been very sick, Zoe. You can't trust yourself right now. Just close your eyes and go back to sleep. You'll feel much better afterwards.
No, I can't sleep anymore.
I wouldn't recommend that, Zoe. You're not well. You need to go back to sleep.
I need to get up.
I wouldn't recommend that, Zoe. You're not well. You need to go back to sleep.
Stop it, Wonkers! Those vitals aren't too bad. The call button should really be next to the bed. Although, I guess they weren't expecting me to wake up from my coma anytime soon.
Are you tired, Zoe? You must be tired. Let's go back to sleep. I'll stay right here. I promise I won't ever leave you.
No, I don't want to sleep anymore.
You're not feeling well. I can tell. You're exhausted. And you're seeing things that aren't real.
I don't know what's wrong, but it's not me. It's this place. It's you, Wonkers. You're all wrong.
That hurts my feelings, Zoe.
Our 5th anniversary. Reza and I took the backtracks to Norway and we always talked about going to Svalbard. It's such an incredible place. So the Atlantic Ocean looks perfectly serene from here. When the megastorms aren't raging, of course, then not so much. It's a card from Karen. Locked. All that beach and sunshine and I'm locked inside. Jardin de Roses. Home, sweet home for most of my tumultuous teenage years.
Going very well today, wouldn't you say so, Marek?
Incredibly well, Rika. We'll soon be out of jobs, the both of us.
This must go into the hospital hallway.
Mind one bit, Marek.
It's locked. Why on earth would they lock a hospital room? Graduation day, in front of Jammy Hall.
Favourite Dream Machine has announced that customer satisfaction has reached an unprecedented 110%.
No, this isn't really me anymore.
The Dreamer has changed everything.
An end to war, an end to violence, an end to poverty. What are we doing here, Marek? We should be in Dreamtime too.
You said it, Rika. You said it.
Watty Corp has also announced that surplus
No,
profits from
this
the Dream
isn't really me anymore.
Free Dreamers for children in need worldwide, giving them the opportunity to escape their dreary, pointless existence for a life of endless joy and happiness inside Dreamtime.
Outstanding.
Just another reason why Watty Corp is our
Flowers
favourite corporation,
from
Marek.
Liv.
And they're not even paying us to say
Over
that.
200 unread posts. So I was more popular in a coma than when I was awake. Encouraging. Thinking of you. I would hope so.
Things are great. They are so
Not
good.
being in a coma probably helps.
Your call has been registered. We will send someone to your room as soon as possible.
You don't sound right.
You're imagining things, Zoe. You're very, very tired. Sleeping will help you feel better. You should go back to sleep. Just for a little while.
No. The magic nurse summoning button.
All nurses are currently busy. Please wait for the next available nurse.
I wonder where this hospital is located. Must be on one of the quieter beaches in Casablanca. The real estate must cost a fortune. 5 years together. Almost hard to believe. Things have been rocky between us from time to time. It's amazing that we lasted this long. Dad and me in Casablanca.
Thanks for joining us. Things are generally going very well today. Wouldn't you say so, Marek?
It's locked.
Incredibly well.
Why on earth would they lock a hospital room? That feels unsafe.
Marek.
Good old Wonkers. For as long as I can remember, he's been there for me. Like a surrogate sibling and guardian. Best gift. Karen's nice. She's been a good... There's something not quite right about him. I can't put my finger on it, but he's not... No, you
An end
don't
to
sound
violence,
right.
an end to poverty.
You're
What are
imagining
we doing
things,
here, Marek?
Zoe.
We should be in Dreamtime.
You're very, very tired.
Said it.
Sleeping will
Watty
help
Corp
you
has
feel
also
better.
announced that surplus
You should go back to sleep. Just for a little while.
No.
worldwide, giving them the opportunity to escape their dreary, pointless existence for a life of endless joy and happiness inside Dreamtime.
Outstanding.
Just another reason why Watty Corp is our favourite corporation, Marek. And they're not even paying us to say that.
I'm sorry, but everyone's frightfully busy. Your patience is appreciated.
But seriously, things are
Locked.
great. They are so...
All that beach and sunshine and I'm locked inside. Get well, get better, please wake up, hope you recover, don't die. Where's that book you borrowed? Come back to us, all our love. Where were these people before my coma? I spent my 21st birthday in a coma. That's just sad. Hey, a message from Emma. Oh, she finally opened her gallery in Europolis. Nice. I'll have to visit soon. Jama sent me something. Knowing her, it's probably a list of exercises to get me back in the gym. Oh, an invitation from CTU to come back and talk about my experiences. What experiences? How to not succeed after graduation? Avoiding bed sores? Also, the event was 6 months ago. Fantastic.
Why don't you go back to sleep, Zoe? You'll feel much better if you do.
There's something very wrong about this, and if I go to sleep again... Maybe Wonkers is right. Maybe I'll feel better if I take a nap. There's something very wrong about this, and if I go to sleep again... I've slept enough. Those vitals aren't too bad.
Stop pushing that button. We won't get to you any quicker even if you keep pushing it.
My surprisingly large circle of acquaintances has been busy talking about me in my absence. Now that I'm awake, I probably won't hear from any of them ever again. Mum, Dad, and me. That was what... It's a card from Karen.
Why don't you go back to sleep, Zoe? You'll feel much better if you do.
There's something very wrong about this, and if I go to sleep again, maybe Wonkers is right. Maybe I'll feel better if I take a nap. There's something very... Maybe... Okay.
Wake up, Zoe. You must wake up. Come on, Zoe, get up. This place isn't real. You need to get out.
Was that... April? The call button should really be next to the bed. Although, I guess they weren't expecting me to wake up from my coma anytime soon.
Stop. Please stop.
Locked. Locked. There's something very wrong here. Not just the room itself, but what exactly? I can't put my finger on it, unless I literally put my finger on it. I think I need to take a closer look at things. I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. Second place, I think. Jama was so... Casablanca's a great place to grow up. Such an interesting mix of cultures and... I remember we stayed at the... what was the name of that place again? And where was it? I don't remember any of it. What just happened?
10%.
Impressive, Rika, but who can argue the dream...
The Atlantic Ocean looks perfectly serene from here. When the megastorms aren't raging, of course. Then, that's me, in Cape Town.
You said it, Rika, you said it.
That's been away a lot, travelling, but we're still very close.
Sponsoring free dreamers for children in need worldwide.
Mum and Dad were always moving when I was growing up, because of their jobs. This must have been the 5th or 6th home we moved in. It's weird, but I remember nothing from the trip, aside from talking to Reza about it, and this photo. We were there, and we've been together for 5 years. Haven't we? Okay, that was not just in my head. Something's definitely going on.
Seriously, things are great. They are so, so good. Just trust us on that.
Cape Town University has the most beautiful views. I spent so many lazy afternoons. You don't sound right.
You're imagining things, Zoe. You're very, very tired. Sleeping will help you feel better. You should go back to sleep. Just for a little while.
No.
Someone will be with you shortly.
No. No, this is wrong. This feels all wrong. Shit. Am I losing my mind, or is reality glitching? I remember feeling like the end of my bioengineering degree was impossibly far away. I can't believe I actually made it to graduation. It's almost like a dream.
One bit, Marek.
This must have been Sandy Bay. Oh, beautiful waters, carefree days. Oh, I miss it.
Has reached an unprecedented
Good
110
old Wonkers. For as long as I can remember, he's been there for over 200 unread posts. So I was more popular in a coma than when I was awake. There's something not quite right about him. I can't put my finger on it, but he's not really Wonkers.
Go to sponsoring free dreamers for children in need worldwide, giving them the opportunity to escape their dreary, pointless existence for a life of endless joy and happiness inside Dreamtime.
Outstanding.
Get well, get better, please wake up, hope you recover. Not being in a coma probably helps. Something's very, very wrong. I'm not going back to bed again. Good old Wonkers. For as long as I can remember, he's been there for me. Like a surrogate sibling, and I remember this day vividly. I remember that day. There's something not quite right about him. We talked about going to Svalbard, but we never did. We broke up, and that trip, it never happened.
What are you doing, Zoe? You shouldn't be on your feet. Come on, I'll tuck you in and read you a little story. Just like in the old days.
Dad and me in Casablanca.
Thanks for joining us. Things are generally going very well today.
To think of
Wouldn't
it,
you
I
say so, Marek?
don't remember much from that day. I was there. I was wearing a gown, but who else was there? Dad? Reza? And what was the ceremony like? I just can't remember. Weird.
Unprecedented.
Now I'm officially freaked out.
Impressive, Rika.
Something's
Who can
wrong.
argue the dream...
The whole graduation thing, something's definitely wrong here.
End to poverty. What are we doing here, Marek? We should be in Dreamtime too.
You said it, Rika, you said it.
Wati Corp has also announced that
I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. Second place, I think.
Opportunity to escape their dreary, pointless existence for a life.
I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. Second place, I think. Jama was so proud. Prouder than my dad, perhaps. Definitely prouder than me. I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition.
Are great. They are so, so good. Just trust us on that.
I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. Second place, I think.
Thanks for joining us. Things are generally
I'd almost
going very
forgotten
well.
this.
When you say
I won a competition. Second place.
Jobs, the both of us.
I honestly wouldn't mind one bit, Marek. Following up on yesterday's heartwarming Watty Corp story,
I'd almost
the
forgotten
company
this.
behind
I won a competition. Second place, I think. Maybe I'll go back to Cape Town. Or Jardin de Roses. Casablanca's a great... Maybe I'll go back to Cape Town. Or move to Europolis. I've always wanted to do that.
What are we doing here, Marek?
I didn't
We should be
graduate.
doing time too.
I dropped out. I mean, sometimes I wish I hadn't. But this is a false memory.
The Dream
You
Machine
don't
will
look
go to
well,
sponsoring
Zoe. You're probably seeing things.
giving them
Please
the
lie
opportunity
down,
to escape.
just for a minute. I'll watch over you.
I'd
I'll
almost
sing
forgotten
for
this.
you.
I won a competition. Second place, I think. Jama was so That's me, in Cape Town. This must have been Sandy Bay. Oh, beautiful. Jardin de Roses. Home, sweet home for most of my tumultuous teenage years.
Great.
I'd
They are
almost
so,
forgotten
so
this.
good. Trust us on that.
I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. Second place, I think. Dad's been away a lot, travelling, but was still very close. I remember that day. We had one of our dad and daughter days. We walked around, Dad and me, in Casablanca. Locked. Casablanca's a great place to grow up. Such an interesting mix of cultures and very safe and clean. But I'll have to move at some point if I want. I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. Second place, I think. Jama was so proud. Proud of... You don't sound right.
Behind
You're
everyone's
asleep.
favourite Dream
No.
Machine has announced that customer satisfaction has reached an unprecedented 110%.
Impressive, Rika, but who can argue? The
I
dream
remember
has changed.
falling in love with the place as soon as we got there. There were so many hiding places. Me and... When she came after me, I don't actually remember her voice that well. Or her face. Or that she was there with Dad and me.
Need worldwide.
Mum was...
Giving them
She wasn't... Where was she?
existence for a life of endless joy and happiness inside Dreamtime.
Outstanding.
Just another
Karen's
reason why
nice.
Watty Corp is our
She's been a good friend, and she makes... Helena was never part of our lives. It was just me and Dad. She abandoned us when I was an infant.
This isn't helping anyone, Zoe. You're just going to ruin everything.
so,
Please
so
stop.
good. Just
Please go back to bed. Go back to sleep, Zoe.
I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. Second place, I think. Jama was so proud. Prouder than my dad, perhaps. Definitely prouder than me.
I honestly wouldn't mind one bit, Marek.
Hola, sweetie. I hope these flowers will brighten your day. Love, Liv. That's cute. Liv's cute.
The Dream Machine has announced that customer
Thinking of
satisfaction
you.
has reached
Oh, I'm so happy to have Olivia Del Marco in my life. And Alien the Cat is hands down the best electronic shop in Casablanca. I can't wait to go back. When was the last time I visited her shop? That was ages ago. Did it close down? I remember something about...
from the Dream Machine will go to sponsor
Something
free dreamers
happened
that
to her. To Liv. Something terrible.
This existence for a life of
Olivia.
endless joy and happiness.
She's dead. I know it. I feel it.
My Watty Corp is our favourite corporation, Marek. And they're not even paying us to say that.
Liv had an accident. She's dead. She never sent me a get well card.
They are so, so good. Just trust us on that.
Oh my god. This isn't real. This place is a hallucination. Or a projection. I need to get out of here.
Look what you've done. Why couldn't you just leave things be? We could be happy here together. The both of us, forever. I need you to go back to sleep, Zoe. Now, before it's too late. Before... Look what you've done. Look what you've done. Why couldn't you just leave things be? We could be happy here together. The both of us, forever.
Good old Wonkers.
I need you to go
For as
back
long
to
as I
sleep,
can remember,
Zoe.
he's been there for me.
Now,
like a
before
surrogate
it's too
sibling
late.
and guardian.
Before...
Best gift ever.
Look what you've
But
done.
There's
Look what you've
something
done.
not quite right about him.
Why couldn't you just leave
I
things
can't put
be?
my finger on it, but he's
We
not,
could be happy here
not
together.
really Wonkers.
The both of us, forever. I need you to go back to sleep, Zoe. Now, before it's too late. Before... Look what you've done. Look what you've done. Why couldn't you just leave things be? We could be happy here
This
together.
isn't a real memory.
The both of us, forever. I need you to
We
go back
talked
to
about going to
sleep,
Svalbard,
Zoe.
but we never did.
Now,
We broke up,
before
and
it's
that
too
trip,
late.
it never happened.
Before... Look what you've done. Look what you've done. Why couldn't you just leave things be? We could be happy here together. The both of us, forever. I need you to go back to sleep, Zoe. Now, before it's too late. Before... Look what you've done. Look what you've done. Why couldn't you just leave things be? We could be happy here together. The both of us, forever.
Something's wrong. This place, and you. You're all wrong. You're not you.
That doesn't make any sense, Zoe. Of course I'm me. I've always been me. Wonkers, your old friend. Your best friend in the whole world.
You look the same, but you don't act the same, and you don't sound the same. It's like someone put you together from memory, but they didn't get the details right. They didn't know you like I know you, and they probably figured it wouldn't matter. That's what's wrong with this whole place. It's made of memories, and some of them are not right. Europolis, Arcadia. I wasn't dreaming. They were real. This is the dream, or a dream made physical by me. I made this, and I can see through it.
But I'm real, Zoe? Aren't I?
Of course you are, Wonkers. Of course you're real.
Are you sure you don't want to play a game? We haven't played a game in so long.
I'm sorry, Wonkers.
Okay, then. Promise to wake me up later?
I promise.
Nighty-night.
I'll miss you too, buddy.
Bib, stop that. It's not a toy. You could kill someone. Someone you don't want to kill.
Send for a healer, you cretins! My legs are broken!
What do we do with her?
I haven't decided yet. We have enough on Sister Alessandra to hold a summary court-martial and execute her. Or we send her to Sadir to stand trial. She'll face death. Or worse. A solitary life sentence in the black hole. To be honest, I think that decision should be yours.
She's court-martial and execution.
Very well. Hang her from the tower. May the goddess have mercy on your dark soul, Alessandra.
You can't do this. I have the Council's approval. There are powerful people in charge. You'll all rot in shadow, I swear to the goddess. You'll burn for eternity.
What now, Kian?
We go back, and we end this. Can I count on your help?
You can. When I followed you here, I had no idea. I had my suspicions. I don't...
اوكي I think عملت اختيار غلط لان المجرمة دي ممكن اطلع منها اسرار، فانا عبيطة يعني ما شفتش الاختيارات لاني كنت غضبانة منها لانها قتلت كتير سحرة، وكمان كانت عايزة تقتل الولد الصغير، ولكن لازم افهم بالضبط كل شيء كل شيء.
Bib, stop that. It's not a toy. You could kill someone. Someone you don't want to kill.
Send for a healer, you cretins! My legs are broken.
What do we do with her?
I haven't decided yet. We have enough on Sister Alessandra to hold a summary court-martial and execute her. Or we send her to Sadir to stand trial. She'll face death. Or worse. A solitary life sentence in the black hole. To be honest, I think that decision should be yours.
Our people must know the truth. Alessandra needs to stand trial for what she's done in Sadir. She must stand trial, but we don't know what's happening in Sadir. Someone may want to protect her, and we can't bring her with us to Mercuria. She's murdered thousands, and she believes she's righteous. Nothing will be gained from sparing her life. Our people must know the truth. Alessandra needs to stand trial for what she's done in Sadir. Let's send her home.
Good. We'll send a ship back to Azadir as soon as possible. Lock her up and keep her safe. She'll be going home to Sadir.
Let me go, you fools. You're doing the Shadow's work. Goddess, help me. Oh, it hurts.
What now, Kian?
We go back, and we end this. Can I count on your help?
You can. When I followed you here, I had no idea. I had my suspicions. I don't trust Vamon and Saya. They've been lying to us, and they're planning something. But I was blinded by faith and my trust in the Council. I followed you so that I could arrest you, kill you if necessary, to have my eyes opened this way. A veil's been lifted, all thanks to you, and the Dolmari, of course. Your man Liko. I failed you. I failed our nation. And I'm sorry for that, Kian, for distrusting you. I should have known better.
Our friend, he should have known better than to brand me a traitor. But I understand why he made that mistake. Our friendship may never be the same, but we need to put this behind us and move on. I'm disappointed in him. He should know me better than to think I would knowingly betray my people. But I won't confront him about it until after the war is won. He should have known better than to brand me a traitor. But I understand why he made that mistake. Our friendship may never be the same, but we need to put this behind us and move on. Let's forget the past, Hami, and focus instead on the future.
Agreed. We need to act quickly before they learn what happened here.
There's one thing I must know. Who told you that Liko and I had gone to Gien?
Mother Utana. Don't ask me how she knew. She has her sources. She urged me to follow you.
She wanted you to see this with your own eyes.
Perhaps so, but how would she know what I'd find here?
She trusted me.
Yes, although if she already knew the truth, why did she say nothing? It wouldn't have been better to keep me in Mercuria and arrest Vamon and Saya?
I'm sure she had her reasons, Hami. Is your cloud ship ready to bring us back?
The fastest ship in the fleet. We'll be there in less than 3 days.
Enough time to lay plans along the way. I need your most trusted men to fight alongside the rebels against Vamon's troops.
They will. There are fewer of us than there are of them, but we have the light on our side. We'll follow your command, Kian. To the first mountain, if it be so. What about the Dolmari? Liko?
He's speaking to the prisoners. He'll accompany us. I'll send for him. Liko will expect his people to be brought back to Mercuria, or given free passage to wherever they want to go.
I give you my word, as soon as the conflict has been resolved.
We'll have to leave young Bip with his parents, or I'm sure he'll try to sneak on board our ship. Bip, time to go.
Everything's ready for the ceremony, Your Excellency. The engineers have informed me that the engine is ready. Whenever you wish to begin.
My men have been posted around the city, ready to handle any unrest. Though I don't expect any. This being Reap Moon's Eve, most of the peasants will be too drunk to pay attention.
Is there anything else you need, Prophet?
You've done all I've asked. With the general away, there will be fewer distractions to worry about. The Office of Scientific Progress has proven itself a loyal servant to the goddess. The support in Sadir has been unwavering. I am pleased with your work.
Thank you, Prophet. We live to serve the goddess.
Where is the first?
In her room, praying for the success of our mission. She did not want to overshadow this ceremony with her presence. Her humility makes her a worthy one of the six.
You deserve all the glory tonight, sister. You and the commander, of course. When I activate the engine, a new era will begin. We will shape this world according to the wishes of the goddess. Magic will finally be eradicated. The transition may cause fear and unrest for a time, but I trust you to handle this with authority and efficiency.
Of course.
I must prepare. When I am ready, I'll send word to you. You will have the privilege of telling the people of this city they're witnessing the birth of a new era.
Hami has returned. With Kian. He's joined the resistance.
What? Who told you this?
They've been trying to recruit my men. Some have turned, though most have not.
Why didn't you inform the Prophet?
And have him cast us from the top of the tower. We'll handle this. The Prophet will never know.
Mother Utana and the First, they can't know either. They might interfere.
You take care of them. I will take care of the resistance and Hami. Once and for all. Soon it won't even matter. Tonight, once the engine is active.
We take control, yes, I know. I just... We didn't need this. Not when we're so close, after all that we've...
Don't worry yourself, sire. Proceed as planned.
Yes. Yes.
Long ago, when I was a boy, exploring the mountains close to my village, I met an old Dolmari man, herding his stone goats. Our two people were officially at war, but there were still Dolmari tribes near our village, and some trade between humans and magicals. The old man spoke with kindness, fed me dried fruits and goat's milk, and told me I had magic in me, just like his grandchildren. When I returned home and told my mother, she commanded me to never speak a word of this to my father. And then she leaned in and whispered something in my ear I'll always remember. Magic, she said, is a part of everything. Magic is in the wind and rain, the stones and the ocean. It's in me, my mother said. And it's in you. Your heart, your mind, your blood. We've been at war with magic for most of my life. But I've never forgot my mother's whispered words. And I've always felt it in me. Felt that magic's a part of me. For decades, I've fought it, denied it, rejected it. Tonight, that fight ends, and another begins. This is no longer a war between humans and magicals. This is a battle for the very soul of our world. If you will have me, if you accept us, we stand with you all. We fight at your side.
Tonight, we put aside our differences, our history, our grievances, and we stand united as one. Humans and magicals, Azadi and Northlanders. We are all Arcadians. Our eyes have been opened to the truth of what's being done to magicals. The Prophet has deceived the Azadi people. The engine is a weapon aimed at us all. We don't yet know what this ceremony will bring, but if we don't act tonight, in the face of death, we shall live to regret it tomorrow. General Hami will lead sorties against Vamon's men, force their surrender, and push through to the commander and Sister Saya. Those who refuse to lay down their arms, we fight. As hard as it will be to strike at your own brothers, there's no other choice. Your goal is to apprehend Saya and Vamon, alive if possible, dead if necessary. You'll take your commands from the General. Any misgivings you may have must be put to rest now. I trust Hami with my life. And tonight, so shall you. Anik will lead a team to Coldstone to free Ulvik and the imprisoned rebels, along with Benrime Salmin, who risked her life aiding the resistance. The engine must be destroyed. We don't know what it's truly for or how it works, but the Prophet means to reshape the world using its powers. This isn't magic. It's something darker than sorcery. Something older and infinitely more dangerous. Let's stop it. Let's stop them all from destroying our world, from destroying magic.
Let's do this in the memory of our absent comrades. Shepard, Bob who can see, there's been enough death. Come back alive.
You've received your assignments. Prepare to move out. And when this night is over, let's all return here to watch the sun rise on a new Mercuria.
You know what to do, Kian?
Ferdows will shut down the engine from the control room near the green. In order to do that, he needs me inside the tower.
You'll go alone?
I've been inside before. It will be easier on my own. Anna and Enu will escort Ferdows and keep him safe.
I wish we could fight side by side tonight, but your task is more important. And more perilous.
You'll have the Resistance by your side.
I couldn't ask for better company. My men won't flinch from their duty. When they learned what was being done to the non-humans, and what the camps were for. I wish there was time to spread the truth further. But instead, we're forced to fight our own. We can only hope that most choose to surrender, rather than remain loyal to Vamon.
I'm sure they will, once they find themselves facing you. Civil war is a terrible thing, Hami. Most men shy from it. I don't envy you your task tonight.
We do what we must. Goddess protect you, Kian. If all goes well, we'll talk again soon.
We shall.
That was a good speech. They will follow you to their deaths if necessary.
I hope that won't be needed. It's enough to know that we stand united. It's what we've been fighting for. And I no longer have to feel torn between two worlds. All right. Everyone looks ready. Let's do this. For Shepard.
For Shepard. For Bob who can see. For all who were lost.
If Naane hadn't been around to heal Enu, I don't want to think about what might have happened.
Stand with you, Kian. And I'm not the only one. Look around. These men and women would all lay down their lives for you.
So much is on that man's... I'm proud of them. After the raid on the Hami's men stand with us, but too many are still loyal to Vamon. It'll be brother against brother tonight.
I'll follow you into the fires of the Seven Hells.
Anna, Elena, we haven't...
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not...
talked, and... Sorry, what were you saying?
Nothing. Don't worry about it, Kian, really. I'm glad you're back and in one piece. We have a job to do. We can talk after.
Good, yes. After. We really should.
Anu and I will escort Ferdows to the engine house in the green. We'll watch over him while he does whatever it is that he needs to do. Kian, are you sure we can trust him?
Do we have a choice? Yes, I believe we can.
Okay. He'll be ready when you found your way into the tower.
Something Hami said. Utana learned of my trip to Gien from a trusted... Whether she is Utana's trusted source or not, it doesn't matter now. Did you tell Utana about Gien?
All right. Yes. Yes, I did. I did it to help you. I trust the mother. I always have, ever since... Well, you know, you and her, you saved my life half a lifetime ago. I'm sorry for trying to help.
If you hadn't told Utana, I'd be dead now. So, thank you.
That's it. thank you. We might never see each other again, and...
I can't give her everything she's hoping for, but I can at least say something to make her feel better. Words can never bring...
Anyway, I guess this is it.
Elena,
Are we leaving soon? Because if we wait much longer, I'm afraid I'll just curl up into a ball and be of no use to anyone.
The streets are crowded with revelers, and the Azadi are staying out their way. There's no better time. This whole reaping thing is giving them the willies. It's way too pagan for our pious occupiers.
I'll find a way into the heart of the tower.
And we'll stand by and wait for you to contact us.
You still believe you can shut the engine down remotely, Fadaws?
With your help? Unless they've disconnected the pipes. Yes, I believe so. I know they're still waiting on the final calculations to be sent to the tower, so if we hurry...
Then let's not waste any more time.
Just get inside the tower and find the engine and contact us via the speaking tube. I'll walk you through the steps needed for me to take control, and then I'll force the engine to crash.
Crash?
Crash? Crash! Wait, what's happening now? Why are we all saying crash? Has there been an accident?
If we feed it the wrong instructions, the engine will stop working. Like a cloud ship that, crashes into a mountainside. It's complicated, but really quite easy.
We'll have to take your word for it.
I've worked on the engine for years. I know how it operates.
Are you guys ready? I am so ready. I mean, not really, because I have no idea what we're doing, but I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Not that I feel ready. I prefer fighting an enemy I can see, and I don't understand what this engine is, or how Ferdow's plans to stop it, or what it's doing, but... So how about it, guys?
Let's go. Be safe, Kian. If you die, I'll be very cross with you.
Reap Moon's Eve must be very important to Mercurians if they're willing to make such fools of themselves. Goddess. The Reap Moon appears to turn man into beast. Everyone's drunk, uninhibited, agitated. This could go very wrong, very quickly. Before our arrival, the street lamps were lit with magic spells. They've been replaced with modern electricity.
I can't believe it's Reap Moon already. I've been counting the days and now it's here. I hardly know what to do with myself. This is my first Reap Moon's Eve in Mercuria, and it's even better than I imagined.
Reap Moon's Eve must be very... Everyone's drunk, uninhibited, agitated. This could go very wrong, very... Reap Moon's Eve must be very important to Mercurians if they're willing to make such fools of themselves.
You run out of... Calm down, everyone. You'll get through before the ceremony begins.
They're checking everyone's papers.
Anyone caught jumping the line will be sent to the back.
They're lining up for
There's
the
no
ceremony
rush.
in Tower Square. They must be curious. If they're willing to stand in line on Reap Moon's Eve foregoing the celebrations...
Calm down, everyone. You'll get through before the ceremony begins.
Or perhaps
Anyone caught jumping the line will be sent to the back.
They must be curious.
There's no rush. The ceremony's not even starting yet. You're here for the ceremony. Get in line, friend. Everyone will get through eventually. This is Amy. Right.
If they're willing to stand in line on Reap Moon's Eve foregoing the celebration, they're lining up for the ceremony in Tower Square. They must be curious. If they're willing to stand in line on Reap Moon's Eve foregoing the celebrations, everyone wants to witness the ceremony. Or perhaps there's free wine and food. The Wicker Witch is always burned on Reap Moon's Eve. Why, I have no idea. And I'm not sure any... They're lining up for the ceremony in Tower Square. They must be curious.
This is so exciting. I love ceremonies.
Good for me. Fuck you, mate. Desert before I volunteer for duty in Mercuria during Reap Moon. If we're lucky...
I don't envy them their guard duty tonight. I don't think they're enjoying the festival much.
Reap Moon's Eve! Yeah! Good, Elgwin. Nice, Elgwin.
He should get involved. That's what they're here for.
Gather
but there's no
round,
sympathy
friends.
for
Gather
magical
round.
creatures.
A most joyful Reap Moon's Eve to you all. Witness. A magical abomination has appeared among us on this holiest of holy nights. It's an affront to decency and humanity. A foul, feathered, chattering... foul!
Okay, joke's on me. Open this cage right now.
It speaks with the voice of the great necromancer.
The voice of the what now?
Hold your breath, feathered servant of the shadow. Keep your obscene beak shut.
Can't argue with the obscene beak bit, but I'm not liking this whole bonfire thing you've got going on. I smell charred feathers.
Soon the grand ceremony begins, and the great engine ushers in a new age of reason, logic, and humanity. And an end to sorcery. We cannot let this foul heresy poison the night with its squawks and feathery filth. This false fowl mocked me once before and caused a fellow follower, a fair friend of the cause, great physical pain and discomfort. The man may never be able to drink without dribbling again, all because of this freak of nature. I, Honor Hilaris, candidate and faithful servant of humanity, will personally light the bonfire to rid Mercuria of this final remnant of diseased magic, honouring our ancient human traditions and...
You gibbering coward. When are you gonna shut up and just go away? People are sick and tired of your racist tirades. If anyone here should be burned on that bonfire, it's you. Killing that poor bird is the complete opposite of what the reaping's all about. How dare you claim to represent humanity when there's nothing human about you at all?
Hear, hear!
And you! You're supposed to be keeping the peace, aren't you? When were you planning to put a stop to this? Are you just gonna let that madman burn birds and incite violence in the city you've sworn to protect?
We do not intervene in local tradition, madam.
Oh, do intervene. No one here would mind it one bit, I'm sure.
Local tradition? Local tradition? This farce has absolutely nothing to do with local tradition. We don't burn poor defenceless animals in bonfires on Reap Moon's Eve.
Well, it's not an animal, is it?
What?
I mean, it's magical. It's a talking bird. Not an animal, per se.
Technically, the man is not wrong. I'll give him that.
Of course, it's an animal. Magical or not, it's a living creature, and you should put a stop to this right now.
Yeah, what she said.
Sorry, madam, but unless an actual human is being harmed, we cannot intervene.
Ruddy coward. That goes for the lot of you, especially that pig. Cowards!
Help! Hello? Help me!
There's
Over
a bird
here.
in that cage. What's that poor bird doing on the pyre? Animal murder has nothing to do with the reaping.
What sort of madness is that?
What do you want, bird? I don't have time for...
I know you. I've seen engravings. You're Keon.
Keep your voice down. Where did you see those engravings?
I spent some time in Sadir. I'm Crow, friend of April Ryan and Zoe Castillo.
You were a friend of April?
Friend, partner, sidekick. I came back to Marcuria to find you, believe it or not. And since you're the reason I'm in this predicament, you have to help me. And quickly, because soon, if things go the way they appear to be going, I'll be very, very hot.
I'm sorry, Bird, but I need to find a way into the tower, and time is running...
The tower? The Azadi Tower? Big, white, cloud-piercing edifice? I know a way into the tower. A secret way. Get me out of this death trap, and I'll get you inside the tower, I swear on my hatchling nest.
If you're lying, I'll snap your scrawny neck.
Cross my beak and hope to die, which is a distinct possibility. Quickly now, that madman won't orate forever.
Contagions.
What are you doing? Don't talk to me. Find a way to save me.
The only way to rid the world of magic is to burn it. To burn it with fire.
This seems like an obvious target for sabotage.
The fire destroys the contagion. The fire brings the light.
This must be the kindling they used to start the pyre.
And we shall
This seems like an
embrace it.
obvious target. That man again. When will he ever shut up?
I, Honor Hilaries, pledge to you, the good people of Marcuria, that I will... come to witness the burning of the necromancer's minion, have you? And there's always room for one more witness.
The merry minstrel. Filthy as sin. All of them. Which one's least filthy? Nope. They're all filthy. I feel unclean. I'd say it was empty, but that'd be an insult to the thick crust of filth lining this cup.
We've been soft on magicals, been soft on those who support sorcery.
There's a hard crust lining the inside of the cup. It probably contains a cocktail of every disease known to mankind. Dragon's fire. They've even put a little fireball on the bottle. I'm not sure if that's an invitation or a warning.
It's Reap Moon's Eve, sir, and you appear to be uninebriated. For shame! Public intoxication is practically mandatory this evening. You're in luck, sir. Most stalls have shut down for the evening, but we're open, and will remain open until the very last bottle has been sold. Which, from my experience, won't be too long now. No...
I'm sure...
Oh. Very well. What can I get you tonight, most sober of sirs? Perhaps you want to sample a bottle before you buy?
I'm not some barbarian choosing wines merely by colour. I'll need more than a thimbleful. A bottle will serve me better. I'm buying.
Which wine, sir?
Purple Rose of the North. Purple Rose? This is supposed to be a wine. Grapes of Nedra. I'm unfamiliar with this wine.
An agreeably tart wine. An excellent choice. Not that you could go wrong with any of my...
How much?
Oh, the gentleman is parched. I understand. The evening's getting on, and there will be no revelry for the abstemious. That's simply a...
Come on, man, I'm in a rush.
85 silver.
What? That's preposterous. I don't have that kind of coin.
Well, sir, as I told you, this is no ordinary wine. It's special.
Northland's Ruby. Any wine that begins with the word Northlands does not invite enthusiasm. Grapes of Nedra. I'm unfamiliar with this wine. Goat's Hollow Winery. No.
Hello again. Changed your mind, sir?
I'm not some barbarian. I'm buying.
Which wine, sir? An agreeably tart wine. An excellent choice. Not that you could go wrong with any of my...
How much?
Ooh, the gentleman is parched. I understand. The evening's getting on, and there will be no...
Come on, man, I'm in a rush.
85 silver.
What? That's preposterous.
Well...
A pumpkin. An odd vegetable. Native to the Northlands. We have nothing like it in Azadir.
Marcuria's most popular beer. Empty. Not surprising.
Learned scholars have measured stones and come to this conclusion. You can look it up in books.
Goat's Hollow Winery. I knew. Purple Rose of the North. Grapes of Nedra. I'm unfamiliar with this wine.
Can't...
I'm buying.
Which... An agreeably tart wine. An excellent...
How much?
Ooh, I understand. The evening's getting...
Come on.
85 silver.
What?
Well...
He obviously wishes he was elsewhere. He's a despicable little worm, afraid of his own shadow.
Unturned, no cellar door unlocked, no privy unexplored to find
This seems
the
like an
last
obvious
remnants
target for
of
sabotage.
magic in our fair
He's still
city.
got bottles left to sell. Perhaps no one wants his wine.
What can I get you tonight?
I'll need... I'm buying.
Which... An agreeably tart wine. And...
How much?
Ooh, I...
Come on. What?
Well, sir, as I told you, this is no ordinary wine. It's special.
Goat's Hollow Winery. I knew.
Hello again.
I'm buying.
Which... An agreeably tart wine.
How much?
Ooh, I understand. The evening's getting...
Come on, man, I'm in a rush.
85 silver.
What?
Well, sir...
They've been told to keep vigilant, but to not interfere with the festivities. I'm sure they'd rather be in their barracks. Everyone's drunk, uninhibited, agitated. This could go very wrong, very quickly.
Are those yams? No, they're only apples.
Can't...
I'm buying.
Which wine, sir? Oh, that...
What's the price?
You don't want some...
How much?
125 silver coins, sir.
What? No. I don't have that kind of coin.
Well, that choice ought to make itself. What can I get you?
I'm buying.
Which wine, sir? An agreeably tart...
How much?
Ooh, I understand. The evening's getting on, and there will be no revel...
Come on, man, I'm in a rush.
85 silver.
What? That's preposterous. I don't have...
Well... Hello again.
I'm not some... I'm buying.
Which... An agreeably tart...
How much?
Ooh, I understand.
Come on, man, I'm in a rush.
85 silver.
What? That's preposterous. I don't have that kind of coin.
Well, sir, as I told you, this is no...
Humans and magic in Mercuria.
The bird's stuck in there, and the pyre will soon be lit. If I do nothing, he'll burn, and with him my one empty. Not surprising.
Apparently, the reaping's the right time for pumpkins, and they're an important part of the celebrations. Goddess knows why. They're hideous things. A pumpkin. An odd vegetable. Native to the Northlands. We have nothing like it in Azadir.
I shall put my torch to this pyre.
Can't stay away, can you, sir? Buy or sample?
I'll need more than a thimbleful. I'm not some barbarian choosing wines merely by colour. I'm buying.
Which wine, sir? An agreeably tart wine. And
how much?
I understand.
Come on, man, I'm in a rush.
85 silver.
What?
Well, sir, as I told you.
Some may even be said to be beautiful, but they
I'd say it was empty, but that'd be an insult to the thick crust of filth lining this cup. Ugh. Goat's Hollow Winery.
What can I get you tonight, most sober of sirs?
I'm not a small sample before I make my decision.
Which wine, sir? Excellent choice, sir. This one is both tart and celebratory. A melancholy
Just
mix
pour
of
the wine, please.
Very well. There you go, sir. Give that a smell, a swirl, and a sip.
Northland's Ruby. Any wine that begins with the word Northlands does not invite enthusiasm.
As we all know, I'm running for office in the City Watch, where I can personally supervise the hunt for non-humans.
That was barely 2 drops. I'll need a lot more for this to have any effect.
There shall be nightly burnings. This bird is only the meager beginnings of our crusade. We've been soft on magic. We've been soft on those who support sorcery and harbour non-humans. No more. That ends tonight. Cleansing fire.
Hello again. Changed your mind, sir? Do you perhaps want a little...
I'll need more. A small sample before I make my decision.
Which wine, sir? Excellent choice, sir. This one is both tart and celebratory. A melancholy
Just
mix
pour the
of
wine, please.
Very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Odd. I don't remember the tasting cup being quite so expansive.
The only way to rid the world of magic is to burn it. To burn it with fire.
That should be enough.
The fire
Sounds like Hilaris is about to wrap up his mad ramblings.
Destroys the contagion.
I'll just have to wait
The fire
and
brings
watch.
the light of goodness to us all. And we... But enough talk. This bewinged demon, this symbol of sorcery, this affront to humanity must burn.
Must he? Must is a very strong word. I'm not sure it's a word I use to...
Burn, you transmogrified necromancer! Burn!
Oh boy, here we go.
It's not lighting up. Oh, curse this cheap imported hay. Probably purchased from non-human farmers. Oh, forget this.
Phew.
Burn, feathered gargoyle.
Gargoyle? No. No. No!
Humanity, honor, humility. Certain poor, misguided individuals seem to be of the opinion that we should be protecting magicals rather than protecting humanity against
Perhaps
magicals.
I can use this for something.
What sort of madness is that?
There's a heart. I'd say it was empty, but that'd be an insult to the thick crust of filth lining this cup.
Decent, hard-working men. In order to defend a magical. I'll tell you what. Sorcery. Dark sorcery. The shadow. The magic.
Fire wine. From the marked Purple Rose of the North. Goat's Hollow Winery. No. Northland's Ruby.
Can't stay away, can you, sir?
The word
Buy
Northlands
or
does not
sample?
invite enthusiasm. I'm a small sample before I make my decision.
Which wine, sir? Interesting. You want to sample the Dragon's Fire, our most potent wine, capable of reducing seasoned warriors to tears and bashful maidens to...
I want to taste it now.
As you please, sir. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5... 8... 9... 10... Odd. I don't remember the tasting cup being quite so expansive.
That I will leave no cobblestone unturned, no cellar door unlocked, no privy unexplored to find
Sounds
the
like
last
Hilarious is
remnants
about to
of
wrap up his
magic
mad ramblings.
in our fair
I'll just have to
city.
wait and watch.
But enough talk. This bewinged demon, this symbol of sorcery, this affront to humanity must burn.
Must he? Must is a very strong word. I'm not sure it's a word I use to...
Burn, you transmogrified necromancer! Burn!
Oh boy, here we go.
God save me! God save me! Help me!
You lot, break it up. Nothing to see here. We need to get him to a healer, now! Goddess protect us. He'll be lucky to survive the night. Right, party's over. Go on, all of you. Go home. Be with your families.
Good job. And now, get me off this blazing bonfire!
I can't.
I can still see flames. The flames are getting closer. You may want to, you know, put out the fire! Whew, it's getting toasty. Funny thing, too, since the sun's not out and... Help me! Good job. And now, get me off this blazing bonfire!
I can't.
I can still
I need
see
something
flames.
long enough to reach the
flames are
cage.
getting closer. You may want to, you know, put out the fire. Talk about cutting things close. I smell of singed plumage and smoke.
So, were you lying to me about that secret entrance to the tower?
No, I would never. Well, I totally would. That would be just like me, lying to save my tail feathers. But I was actually telling the truth. I do know a way into the tower. From below. No? Not making much of an impression on you. Okay, then. Follow me, big guy, and I'll lead you through the darkness into the light. The light, in this case, being the tower. More specifically, that weird pillar of dreamy light rising into the center of the tower with all the rotating metal bits.
You mean the engine?
Is that what they call it? The weird thing with the gears and the levers and the metal whatsits? Then yes, the engine. What, you don't want to go there?
Lead the way, Bird. And fast.
Crow. And I'm useful again.
Imbeciles? Amateurs? Don't they know who they're dealing with? Don't they know who I... Finally. What took you so long? I've been in here for days.
You fool. How did you manage to get yourself locked up?
Some people don't appreciate art.
Come. You need to prepare the engine for the ritual.
Yes, Master. About bloody time.
Home sweet home. I'm sure you remember this place. I mean, you raided it and arrested everyone and directly contributed to closing it down for good. Remember?
Yes, Bird, I remember.
Good. Yeah, it's a far cry from how it looked back in those happy days. But I've nested here, it's not bad. Also, it's Crow. My name is Crow.
What does this place have to do with the tower?
Okay, right. So, there's a secret passage leading from the cellar into a ruined subterranean city below Marcuria. Both April and Zoe used it. I've been through there a few times myself. Purely for research purposes, of course. Not to look for treasure.
Where's the cellar?
Behind the bar and to the right. The cellar door is behind the bar.
This is the cellar door?
They've boarded it up? It wasn't boarded up the last time I checked. Or maybe it was. To be honest, I haven't been down there in ages. Well, I guess this is it. There's no way past those flimsy wooden boards. How about grabbing a cup of ale and a front seat to the end of the world? This is it. The end of our journey. And we came so close. I have to say, this turned out to be quite the twist. I forgot my purse somewhere, so I'm dead broke. Can you buy me a drink as we watch the world burn? Just let it go, Kian. There's no way past this impassable door. Foiled by wooden boards. Oh, the humanity. This is it. The end of our journey. And we came so close. I have to say, this turned out to be quite the twist. I forgot my purse somewhere, so I'm dead broke. Can you buy me a drink as we watch the world burn? Okay, violence. I'm not used to adventuring with people who resort to violence. I have to say, it's very refreshing not having to look for keys or levers or trying to trick wizards into lowering bridges. We should have brought you along from the start. You would have saved us a lot of time.
Let's go, Bird.
Crow. Seriously. Watch your step, big guy. Here we are. This is it. The entrance to the grand underground realm beneath Markyria. It doesn't look so grand from this side, but believe me, it's grand.
There's nothing here.
No. Watch this. This next part is truly awesome. Ahem. Look! Not bad, eh? Just like with your foot upstairs, except with my voice. Come on! What are you waiting for?
I can't get through there.
Oh, sure you can. It's just... Oh, yeah, no. I see what you mean. That would be a tight squeeze. You're bigger than I thought, big guy. Weird. When April and Zoe did it, they fit perfectly, and they're not that much smaller than... Wait. I know. You need to sing.
Sing?
Makes perfect sense. Bird makes music, bird-sized hole appears, human makes music. Well, you do the math.
I can't sing.
You have a sing hole in your face. Blow air through it. Go on. The fate of the universe depends on it.
Fine. How does it go again?
Now you. Go! No. That's all wrong. Try again.
Remind me how that song goes again. Nothing. That was correct, wasn't it? It sounded correct to my ears.
That was, serviceable. So,
Maybe I need to do it louder.
I don't think... Wait. There was something else. When April passed through here, she had some sort of, egg.
Egg?
A magic egg. It must still be down here somewhere. Unless someone's stolen it, which is quite possible. It was a while ago.
How would a magic egg help?
How can a magic egg not help?
Come on, look for it.
This is ridiculous. I feel ridiculous.
Once were barrels, probably for beer or wine. Once were barrels, probably for beer or wine. They were probably used to hang salted meats. Once were barrels, probably for beer or wine. A sad sack. Flour, maybe. From the label, I'd say this probably held liquor once. Ale casks, most likely. It's quiet out here. Most of the revelers are celebrating in the town squares or indoors. Tools. Rusted through and quite useless. From the label, I'd say this probably held liquor once. Ale casks, most likely. I'll have to come back here after tonight to rescue the... Now this is the stuff. Real Southlands wines. None of that Northland swill they serve in most taverns. I'd be embarrassed to even call it wine. A sad sack. Flour, maybe. There's something odd about that lamp. It doesn't match the rest of the decor. What's this? Some sort of egg? The goddess smiles on me tonight. I'll just need to be careful. Shadow. There. Got it. This certainly looks like a magic egg, whatever its true purpose. Hopefully, it'll help me. My suspicions are confirmed. It's a wall. Just a wall, really.
Whoa, what did you do?
I used the egg. Weren't you watching?
No. But see, I told you, the magic egg helped. I guess you needed a magic item because you were so thoroughly unmagical. Me? I'm a magic bird. I'm my own, magic egg. No props needed. And now there are magic symbols. Cool. Well, good luck with that.
Remind me how that song goes again.
Big guy. And nice work, me.
Onwards, bird.
Crow. How hard is it to get that one right? Crow. There used to be a lot of these creatures down here, grubbers. but they've all vanished. I don't know where they could have gone. They wouldn't really fit in upstairs, especially not with those new guidelines vis-a-vis magicals. So what we're looking for is right there. A floaty thing, what you can row in?
Boat?
That's it! Row, row, row your boat gently across the deep, dark, eldritch The entrance to the tower lies on the other shore. The deep, dark, eldritch subterranean lake filled with all kinds of ancient, tentacly weirdness and sleeping gods.
Please, bird, silence.
Crow! And I'm just trying to lighten the mood, big guy. You need to laugh more.
I laugh when it's appropriate to do so.
Show me.
What? No. I won't perform for you like a trained ape man.
Come on. You can do it. It's easy. Like this. See? Open your mouth, smile, push air through. I mean, I have a beak. I don't know how it works for you humans, but if I was going to guess...
Ha! Ha ha! Huh?
That's sad. Frankly, that was disturbing. Please don't ever do that again.
You have my word.
Good. So, did you and April ever hook up? You know, mate, copulate?
No. Bird, you need to learn common decency. And I am gay. I don't mate with women.
Interesting. I prefer females myself, but it's not like there's a lot of us around, whatever my species is. And as long as I'm not starting a family of my own, who cares, really? Although I would like to start a family, I'm getting on. It may not show, but I've plucked some gray feathers, and I can feel it in my wings. Most mornings, they're stiff as dry twigs. I won't be around forever. It would be nice with a young wife to take care of me in my twilight years, to regurgitate my food and care for our hatchlings. I'd like to pass down some of the wisdom I've acquired through my journeys across the world, and all the jokes.
I'm sure you'll meet the right bird. Someday. Soon.
I hope so. I really hope so. We are. This is it.
This is unbelievable. It's beautiful. My skin is tingling. There's a strange energy coming from that. These are dreams.
That swirling blue pillar? If you listen closely, you can hear them. Thousands of voices. It is beautiful. This place was built by the grubbers who lived down here as some sort of container to store dreams. And now the grubbers are mysteriously gone. There's probably some greater plot here that I cannot possibly wrap my little bird brain around. The tower's right above us.
They built the tower on top of this place. That can't be a coincidence.
Oh, speaking of coincidences, I remember the temple that used to be up there, before they tore it down, belonged to the Sentinel, the protectors of the balance. Nice place. Beautiful murals. Shame it got destroyed. And like I said, probably just a coincidence.
That's my way up.
I'll fly up and wait for you at the top. It'll take you a while to climb the whole way.
trying to break through.
Oh, this isn't good.
That took longer than I expected. I had time for a wee nap.
Light. This is incredible. It must have taken years to build all this.
It's pretty nifty. And oh so shiny. You Azadi are really into metal, aren't you? So, what now?
I need to access the engine's central control panel. There should be a speaking tube there I can use to reach Anna, Enu, and Fedaus.
I'm guessing that would be in the center of this chamber. And there's someone there.
It's just one person. Can you see if he's armed?
I don't think so. He looks really old and frail. You could probably kill him with your pinky finger. Actually, he looks familiar. But I'm probably wrong. My eyes aren't what they used to be.
We need to be careful, or he may raise the alarm. Stay here, bird.
Crow. Crow. It's Crow. It's...
Various controls for the engine. These are all part of the engine, connected via pipes. It appears to be an old man. Is he an engineer? These are all part of the engine, connected via pipes. These are all part... These are all part of the engine, connected via pipes. Knobs and dials, levers and meters. I don't know what any of it's for. These are all part of the engine, connected via pipes. These are all part of the engine, connected via pipes. These are all part of the engine, connected via pipes. He might not pose much of a danger, but he could call on the tower sentries. I need to stay out of his sight. It appears to be an old man.
Is he an engineer?
So, what are we doing, big guy?
I need to remove that person over there.
Remove? Why not just say murder when that's what you mean? You're gonna murder that old man in cold blood.
What? No, I'm not murdering anyone. I'm going to incapacitate him.
In other words, assassinate, butcher, annihilate. Put him out of his misery. Dispatch him to the afterlife.
I could murder you.
A murder of Crow? Point taken. Go on, do your dirty business. I'll be over here.
He might not pose much of a danger, but he could call on the tower center dials.
Don't let me hold you back from liquidating aging geezers.
These are all part of the engine, connected via pipes. These are all part of the engine, connected via pipes. These are all part of the engine, connected via pipes. These are all part of the engine, connected via pipes. And walk right into the hands of the tower sentries. And walk right into the hands of the tower sentries.
Tubular connector.
No incantations, no sorcery, no suspicious wiggling of fingers.
I'm not a wizard, not really. Honest to gods, I'm an engineer, just an engineer.
For some reason, his oddly shaped head brings to mind Guillen. There's something familiar about him. But more importantly, what does he know about the engine? For some reason, his oddly shaped head brings to mind Guillen. I've seen you before. Your misshapen head, it's familiar to me. Were you ever on Guillen?
No,
The truth now.
Not in 100 years have I been to Guillen. And that's the God's honest truth.
That head. Could have sworn. What's your business here, old man?
What's my dear chap? I designed and built this engine. This is all me. It's an accomplishment without equal in this world, and I...
So, what does it do?
What does it do? It calculates. It's a giant calculating machine, that's all.
He's not being particularly forthcoming, and there's no time for diplomacy here. The pickled turnip beats the rod and nails every time. I'll break each and every bone in your body until you start talking.
No, please. I don't really know what they're using it for. I mean, it's an engine designed to make infinitely complex calculations, numbers, equations, beyond any mortal mathematician's skills. But I don't know what the Prophet and his Azadi emissary are planning. I'm simply doing the Prophet's bidding. I didn't have a choice. I don't make the grand plans. As I said, just a humble engineer.
I find that hard to believe.
Believe what you... Oh, thank the cruel gods of old you're here, finally. Please save me from this barbarian brute. Holy sully, ever-threateningly foul lout. As I said, just a humble engineer.
I find that hard to believe.
Believe what you... Oh, thank the cruel gods of old you're here, finally. Please save me from this... As I said, just a humble engineer.
I find that hard to believe.
Believe what you... As I said, just a humble engineer.
I find that hard to believe.
Believe what you... Oh, thank the cruel gods of old... As I said, just a humble engineer.
I find that hard to believe.
Believe what you... Oh, thank the cruel gods of old you're here, finally. Please save me from this barbarian brute. Holy sully, ever-threateningly foul lout. As I said, just a humble engineer.
I find that hard to believe.
Believe what you... Oh, thank the cruel gods of old you're here, finally. Please save me from this barbarian brute. Holy sully, ever-threateningly foul lout. As I said, just a humble engineer.
I find that hard to believe.
Believe what you... Oh, thank the cruel gods of old you're here, finally. Please save me from this barbarian brute. Holy sully, ever-threateningly foul lout.
Wizards.
Good job taking out the frail old guy. Hey, Clax.
What does that mean?
It means, hey, Clax. As in Roper Clax. Wizard, puppeteer, writer, entertainer, slightly creepy geezer. What's Clax doing here? Last time I saw him, he got arrested by the Azadi for doing a puppet show about magic. Don't ask.
It appears he's working with the Azadi, not against them. But it doesn't matter. I need to contact Fadaz.
And I'll be perching right over here, keeping an eye on things.
Entrance hall guard post. This is Baylor. Do you need someone down there, Dar? Dar? Hello? Guess not.
That didn't sound right.
It was not.
Oh, okay. You should get it right next time.
Thank you. That's very helpful feedback, Bird.
You're welcome.
Yes, Mia. What do you need, Mia? Uh-huh. Oh, we didn't transmit the wrong spheres again, did we? Oh, our apologies, Mia. We'll take a look at it right away, Mia.
Wrong again?
Yes.
Should have taken my advice.
Yes.
Clean up, Darren here. What's your problem down there?
Another racket in the gears. Eh? Hello? Hello? Mate? Damn! Son of a... Is the speaking tube locked again? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Wrong again?
Yes.
Should have taken my advice.
Yes. Hello? Hello? Enu? Anna? Fadaus? Anyone there? How does this Shadow Forge thing work?
We're here, Kian.
Thank goddess. So, what now? Hello?
You don't actually have to speak so loud, Kian. We can hear you perfectly well. I'll put Ferdows on. One moment.
Apostle? I mean, Mir? Kian? Right. Okay, so, remember our first conversation? You're inside the core now. The heart of the engine. And the chamber you're in, it's a battery. It contains all the dreams the tower has collected. Millions of them. You've probably seen the big glowing blue pillar. That's the vortex, the manifestation of the dream energy. You're standing by the main controls to the engine.
I don't need details, Fadaus. Just tell me what to do.
Sorry. So, there's a way to control the engine from where I am, but you need to give me direct access first. Right now, the engine will be in automatic mode, because it's designed to be autonomous during the final calculations. You need to put it back into manual mode. There should be a panel to the left of the speaking tube. Locate the knob with a hand symbol on. That indicates manual controls. Right now, the engine will be in automatic mode, because it's designed to be autonomous during the final calculations. You need to put it back into manual mode. There should be a panel to the left of the speaking tube. Locate the knob with a hand symbol on it. That indicates manual controls.
What's the plan?
I contact Fadaus via speaking tube, and he shuts the engine down.
And then we leave, unscathed? With plenty of time for a stiff drink and a nibble before bedtime?
Perhaps.
Don't perhaps me. I require concrete plans and positive thoughts, or I might have a panic attack.
Right now, the engine will be in automatic mode, because it's designed to be autonomous during the final calculations. You need to put it back into manual mode. There should be a panel to the left of the speaking tube. Locate the knob with a hand symbol on it. That indicates manual controls. Right now, the engine will be in automatic mode, because it's designed to be autonomous during the final calculations. You need to put it back into manual mode. There should be a panel to the left of the speaking tube. Locate the knob with a hand symbol on it. That indicates manual controls. No. No, that's not right. That was clearly the wrong knob, Keon. You need to do this right, because otherwise, let's not talk about the otherwise. Once again, here's what you need to do. No. Again, wrong knob. Listen carefully, Keon. Right now, the engine will be in automatic mode, because it's designed to be autonomous during the final calculations. You need to put it back into manual mode. There should be a panel to the left of the speaking tube. Locate the knob with a hand symbol on it. That indicates manual controls. No. Again, wrong knob. Listen carefully. Right now, there should be a pan. And we're in manual mode. Good. That's great work. We need to act fast because warning lamps will be lighting up all over. Now that we've disabled the automatic mode, you need to patch me directly into the engine's controls. Do you see the panel on the, I think the far wall behind you? Those are the pipes that connect to my location, to the knobs on my console. You must switch that panel's redirector at the same time you switch the signal repeater on the main console.
Switch what with what? At the same time? That panel's on the other side of the chamber.
This operation usually requires 2 people.
Firdaus, I'm on my own here, you know that.
Yeah, right, sure. It's still the only way to make this work, so,
I'll figure something out. Hold on. Firdaus, remind me again what I need to do.
Right. There's a panel on the far wall of the chamber, behind where you're standing. You need to turn that panel's redirector at the same time you switch the signal repeater on the main console. Those 2 things must happen at the same time, or the connection will automatically terminate.
Bird, we have a problem.
Naturally. And since you're including me, Crow, in this conversation, what is it you need me to do for you?
Firdaus needs access to the engine in order to reprogram it.
Firdaus? Reprogram? Those words sound like gobbledygook to me.
Just listen. Firdaus, will Crow be able to switch on the redirector?
Crow? What Crow?
Oh, it's that adorable bird who's friends with Zoe. Hey, Keon, are you with Crow? How did that happen?
Crow is a large and reasonably intelligent magical fowl, capable of following basic directions. Can he turn the switch?
Reasonably intelligent?
I don't see why not. It's just a switch.
Reasonably?
Good. So, Crow, that panel on the other side of the room. There's a switch. Firdaus, what does the switch look like?
Reasonably? Really?
It's big and it's painted green. It should be easy to find. Even for a bird.
Even for a... Oh, just wait till I get my beak on you, fella. All right. Point me in the right direction and I'll flip your switch. Even a bird of reasonable intelligence should be able to pull that one off.
Fadout, remind me again what I need to do.
Right. There's a panel on the far wall of the chamber, behind where you're standing.